Hey y'all, it's Day. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. While you're here, I'd like to invite you to visit my website where you can learn more about me and my offerings. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so through the All You Can Ask Oracle Den. It's 2 hours long. You don't have to use it all at once, and the minutes do roll over. If you're wanting fixed candles, you can visit Day Royale's intention setting store, which is hosted by Etsy. I have many different candles that are made for those of us that are identity shifting. I also have free resources for anyone that needs them, as well as different articles that you can read through of interviews that I have done over the year so you can understand the context, my thought form, and thought processes behind my readings. If you're wanting to contribute towards my message, there are many ways to do so. And if you want to follow me on the gram, that is the best way to stay up to date on what is happening for me in my daily routines on a daily basis. I also have fun activities for you guys and other aspects of my work that will help give you a better scope of who I am and what I'm doing currently. Thank you and enjoy your reading. Hey y'all, it's Day. So I'm gonna be doing a reading for us today. I just thought like I really wanted to do a reading, but I wasn't able to do it at my current space. So I was like, let me find a little spot right here. So it's actually getting dark outside, but I parked right here in front of this little light. So hopefully it'll be enough. I think that it will. And I'm going to be doing a reading for us today. I have revisited the Location Tarot. So this is the deck that I'll be using today. Love that for us. And I haven't shuffled this one in a while, so I'll shuffle for us before I start pulling cards. I hope you guys have been enjoying the reading so far. I definitely have. It has been so fulfilling. Love that for us. Let me know where you guys are at with it in your spiritual journey, what you guys are focusing on. Right now, I am focusing on just being an Empress energy. So that means that I am pouring so much into myself, loving myself, making myself the main attraction, focusing on how I'm feeling versus how I'm being perceived, like keeping the focus on myself even when others are staring because they're so mesmerized by my allure. And for whatever reason, projection. So just keeping myself the focus, like how do I feel right now? So love that for me. I'm so happy and I'm so blessed. I feel like in some of the previous readings to this one, it was an Empress reading where spiritual team was saying like we're safe right now to explore, and I'm hearing expand who we are, and to kind of like explore the environment that we're currently in, explore ourselves, exercise our self-expression because it's actually safe now to do so. And I wanted to share with you guys that I've literally been experiencing that. So I know sometimes with hearing certain readings, it could be like, oh, your lover's coming, oh, this money is coming, oh, this abundance is coming, but you may feel like you're not seeing or you haven't seen it. But I'm just letting you know I've been getting real world examples of the readings, the messages that have been coming through in the readings. So love that for me. And if you're drawn to this channel, I'm sure that you're seeing these things um, manifesting in your life as well. So I love I love to see that. But if you can articulate that, share that, then we'll continue manifesting and making those things tangible by acknowledging them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, very interesting the way that card came out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like there is a fun surprise coming towards whoever this message is for. A pleasant surprise, a pleasant perk, an unexpected perk. Ooh. Okay, so directly underneath the deck, under the deck undercurrent energy is the Six of Pentacles coming out upright. And the top of the deck undercurrent energy is the interesting. This is the Six of Cups coming out in reverse. Very interesting. And I'm hearing the word empty. Empty. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles upright. So receiving, some of us, whoever this message is for, has not quite mastered how to receive or their worthiness regarding receiving, or they just may not be completely comfortable or have built up enough experience, actual tangible experiences of receiving. And if that is the case, there is this feeling of there will be opportunities coming towards whoever this message is for to receive. And the reason that we're getting this heads up is because it may feel awkward, it may feel wrong, you may notice some kind of unsettling feeling surrounding it. And so this may be asking you to expand, of course, your identity, but also expanding some kind of limitation, some type of morality or concept that you may have or have been holding on to. So it's something about someone being in a position to receive something, but they may have previously been like, well, I don't want to receive this because that would mean that, or maybe they haven't been in this position before and there's some kind of label that they have previously assigned to this person in this predicament receiving this thing. Ooh. So an example that's coming through is kind of like someone may be the type of woman that's like, I'm not the type of woman that is, asking or expecting that Gucci purse. I'm not that type of woman that is like a gold digger. I'm not that type of woman. And something about that belief, that label, that concept, that the way that you're articulating that, the way that you've been perceiving other women receiving that, whoever that message for is going to be given the opportunity to receive that, and it's coming from someone who is going to be giving it to you. Someone is going to be giving it to you, presenting it to you, and it's kind of like you might want to correct them, like, oh no, I'm not that type of person. But something about it is, spiritual team is wanting us to transcend those limitations that we may have imposed on it, or may have been taught, learned through society, that those type of people that receive that, participate in that, engage in that, are these type of people. And these type of people are not people that you want to be labeled as, associate with, engage in. And this is a theme that came up in a previous reading where spiritual team has been preparing us to kind of get rid of, you guys, I have to check, because you be sitting on these seats and it'll be like a spider or something crawling on you, so gotta check. Yeah, so just transcending labels, thought forms, I'm hearing. Love that for us. So let's see. On the left of the spread, we have I'm hearing detriment. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming out in the resistant position. Love this for us. Directly underneath that, we have the Devil card coming out in the resistant position as well. So these 2 cards coming out. Yeah, so something about this concepts that we've been holding on to, that we may have identified with, that we took pride in not being or being, is not serving us. That's what our spiritual team was saying in a previous reading. Some kind of model, philosophy, way of being, something that we've taken pride in, work hard, play hard, type of thing. The need to be virtuous, the need to be perceived as morally upright in some capacity, and some activity, some form of engagement kind of challenges that for whoever this message is for. So this is in regards to receiving. So someone is going to be experiencing a man, a partner that is wanting to come towards them and adorn them. I'm hearing they want to adorn them. Something that a partner, a love interest, is coming with is kind of like, either they're used to doing this, like they've done it in a previous partnership, or they're just like, it's something about like that's how they grew up, like they want to give. So I'm getting like a man that he gives to his partner, he knows to give to his partner, or that's something that he's able to do, or something that he wants to do. And the person on the receiving end may feel uncomfortable with the amount or level that he's willing to give, or some form of gesture that he wants to or is able to provide. So be mindful of that. Towards the middle of the spread, we have the 6 of Swords coming out in the choice point position. And the 6 of Swords can represent moving on, moving forward, but still having some form of emotional baggage. It's kind of like leaving a situation, but your mind is still there. Part of your mind is still there. A part of your heart is still there. That type of energy. And it's coming out in the choice point position. So again, we'll be presented an opportunity to receive, and in that receiving, it's going to test who we've known ourselves to be, who we've declared ourselves to be. And spiritual team is saying that it's a part of our expansion to be able to transcend those limitations that we put on ourselves or adopted. Love that for us. So I'm hearing also somebody's like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? If I accept that, what does that mean for me? Does that mean that I am X, Y, and Z? Directly underneath that, we have the 8 of Swords coming out upright. So someone is, I'm hearing bewildered. Someone is feeling bewildered. Someone is feeling like on the fence. It's definitely giving me this energy. I'm seeing a Walmart employee like not wanting to accept a tip. Um, you may have been someone who works in certain environments where like some places, depending on where you work for, you're not allowed to accept tips. So it may be a situation like that, um too, where it's like, oh, no, 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 no. And it's kind of like, honestly and truly, you guys, being humble is not going to serve you. It's not going to serve us in this timeline. We have to be willing to stand up and receive and acknowledge the acknowledgments that are coming towards us. So this is the energy also of someone is going to be acknowledging the work that someone has done. And I'm seeing them in kind of like a traditional work setting, like in the office. Someone is going to be actually acknowledging their contribution. And someone may be inclined to be like, oh, it was nothing. No, it wasn't. Not nothing. You put your time, energy, and effort into this. Someone is recognizing your talent, your attention, your work ethic, and you need to show up for yourself to receive that, period, point blank. Spiritual team is saying it's not serving us to be, I don't want to say fake humble, but it kind of is. Not as in like, but it's just like, you put in work for that. Like, come on. It's just like, yes, thank you so much. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's it. It's not that deep. So, yeah. So with the Eight of Swords coming out, it's like someone's feeling conflicted, like they don't know if they should, accept this, something like that. Directly next to it, we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out in reverse. So whatever it is for you, whatever these situations are for you, it's tied to your legacy. It's something about you being able to accept sets the tone for, it just sets the tone for this new timeline, that we're able to show up for ourselves and be like, yes, I did that. Yes, I am that girl. I am that dude. I always knew I was going to be successful. Come through, affirmations. I always knew I was going to be successful. Also, underneath this Six of Swords coming out in the choice point position, we have the Four of Pentacles coming out upright. So it's kind of like with the Four of Pentacles, it's being sturdy, just being a sturdy person. It's really time for us to exercise knowing our worth. You may have been in situations before where it's literally not safe to know your worth, to let others people know or see, witness you knowing your worth. So that is definitely a very real thing. But again, spiritual team has been telling us, whoever these messages have been for, that it is safe to receive, it is safe to explore, it is safe to relax. So with that knowing, we can move forward confidently, knowing that it's going to be okay for us to be in our character, be in our bag, understand who we are and the contributions that we make. With the Four of Pentacles coming out, it's kind of like you're not just any contribution to the organization. You're not just any contribution to the job, to the environment. You're not just any like you're foundational. What do they call them? Essential worker. You're an essential worker. You're literally whatever you're providing is like a cornerstone, a foundational support. Like without you, things would not be the same. So it's important for us to confidently show up and acknowledge that. Love that for us. On the right of this Four of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse. So this is signifying that we are now on our own team. We are now on our own side. We are advocating for ourselves. We are not feeling guilty for receiving. That's definitely what we're aiming for. If you haven't been there yet, This is your confirmation to do what you need to do to get yourself in the mindset and expect within the next week, heavy, this coming week, whenever you're seeing this message, to the next 2 weeks from now, there will be opportunities and situations that will come up that will give you the opportunity to receive. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse, right now we have an opportunity to reject past notions that we're not worthy, that's not good, guilt, feeling conflicted. A little bug hit my face. Feeling conflicted for whatever reason about, like, you don't have to be conflicted. And I keep on getting this aspect of the message that is related to a romantic partner, where someone feels like they're a prostitute for receiving things, or they may be fearing that the person that's giving them these gifts, like, if they receive these gifts, that means that that they're obligated to something, or I don't know, they just don't feel comfortable with maybe receiving gifts. Maybe I guess they're significant gifts to some capacity, or just like outside of their comfort zone type of gifts from a romantic partner or love interest. So I'm not entirely sure how to navigate that situation, but communication is going to be key, of course. Just asking questions, making sure you guys are on the same page. But spiritual team said to receive. Period, point blank. Love that for us. Is there anything else that we need to know regarding this message? Is there anything else that I need to know? Oh, we have the Lovers card coming out in reverse. Yeah. So this is love. We have the romantic partner, prospective love interest situation, and then we have love as a whole, as we mentioned, whether it's a workspace, an organization that you're a part of, whatever. Love is trying to come in for us, but we may not be in the mental space, the energy body to fully receive it, absorb it. And this also came up in a previous reading, where sometimes you take certain supplements, but you got to take other supplements with it to activate it, or you have to do something to activate it. Or sometimes it's like you could take this supplement, but is your body actually absorbing it, type of thing. So I'm getting that issue, like, do whatever it is that you need to do right now to, like, mentally prepare yourself, your mental body, your energy body, your emotional body to receive. So that's also going to be a nice little exercise. Like, let's do visual exercise, you guys. Like, I'm going to visually exercise myself receiving acknowledgement for my contributions in my life. What would that look like? How could I receive that? I'm going to visualize myself being, I'm hearing romanticize, being like, there's this energy of someone sees you and they're just so attracted to you. And it's just like, we're not getting into kind of the negative concepts of, like, you know how, like, sometimes you like people more in your head than you do in person. We're not getting that deep, but just like, it's one thing to be attractive, and it's another thing to be able to have the capacity to hold someone's attraction to you. Like, can you withstand being stared at? Can you withstand being admired? That's the energy. That's what's like our struggle right now with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Spiritual team is asking us to prepare for the capacity to receive being looked at in a way that we're kind of always meant to be looked at, being experienced in ways that we've always been meant to be experienced. So someone, whoever this message is for, may have a love interest coming into their life, and they're just going to be looking at you with googly eyes. They're just going to be so mesmerized to you. Whatever it is, like, whatever, I feel like whatever it is, and I feel like it's related to this lunar eclipse, I think it is, or solar eclipse that's happening now. I did mention, I think it's Adam Ellenboss. I think he mentioned that whatever it was that we have been receiving or experiencing, we're going to experience the opposite of that. So, like, if you've always been treated like the dweeb, the outcast, the whatever, other people you may find yourself in a situation where other people are genuinely taking interest in you, asking you about your art all of a sudden, and you might be drawing at the table, and somebody's like, "Oh, how long have you been doing that?" And you're just like, it's like you've been experiencing disinterest for so long that you started to discount yourself, and now it's weird to you that someone is genuinely taking interest. Like, do you make more? Do you have a collection? So be prepared, especially if you make art, or you have some type of craft or something. Be prepared for someone to take interest in you. So if you have business cards, if you have a website, have it on deck. Be prepared to talk about it. Be prepared to advocate for yourself. Oh yes, this is what I do. Someone's gonna be like, "You do all of that?" That's what somebody's gonna be like. "You do all of that?" And you may be a person that has been working for years not being acknowledged because of the type of people in your environment, the old timeline, that they pretend not to see you. So be prepared to be seen, you guys. Be prepared to be witnessed. That's the message. Okay. Ooh, I'm like, did this come out? Okay. So in the resistant position, we have the moon card. So yeah, something about this, as I mentioned earlier in the reading, something about this feels uncomfortable. Like, it feels a little awkward. Like, I just saw like a prospective love interest fixing whoever this message is for shoe. Like, they might be wearing heels, and they're sitting down, and their partner is just like, "Oh, let me like tie this for you." And so they just like stick their little leg out, their little ankle out, and it's gonna be getting thick. They're gonna tighten the loop or whatever, like, oh. And something about that is just like so awkward. Like, something about that is just like, I'm not used to this type of behavior I'm hearing. I'm not used to this type of treatment. Spiritual team is like, I know. Spiritual team is so proud. They're looking like that black mother standing at the door on Christmas. Like, it was a meme, like your mom's like looking at you, like, open the gifts that she said that you weren't gonna get, or something like that. Spiritual team is so proud, so they really want us to be in receiver mode. Like, it's like Christmas in a way. Like, we're gonna be receiving. Love that for us. So yeah, with the moon card coming out in the resistant position, it feels a little awkward. It takes a little adjustment. You might be like, you might be like, I'm not used to being adorned like this. I'm not used to being acknowledged like this. Like, just like regulate yourself, breathe, stay cool. And then on top of that, we have the Eight of Wands coming out in the resistant position. You guys are going to feel overwhelmed, whoever this message is for. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And in the messages previous to this one, I was getting there's a love interest that's going to be coming in, but they're going to be laying it on thick. So this is someone that's going to be doing the follow-up calls. They're going to be letting you know how much they enjoyed their time with you. They're going to be texting you first. Like, that's a thing, you know. They're going to be texting you first. They're going to be, you know, attentive. They're going to be like, also, they're not going to be shy, or they might be shy, but they're still going to be very forward. And I love that. Like, this is energy that's so refreshing. That's just like someone being forward. They're not hiding anything. Like, um, they're just like very much like letting you know what they want, what their intentions are. And it might be a little awkward to receive that. It may be like I'm getting someone feeling like it's a lot, like because they may have had experiences in the past in the old timeline, which we're no longer in. Like I said, we're going from being in timelines where people had lack mentality, scarcity mindset, pretend not to see your talent, you were so bright. They were just like, so now someone's gonna get the opportunity where someone is just like, what is it that you need? Like, what? You don't have to negotiate. It's just like, just put in your order. What? Yeah, just put in your order. Yeah, so someone, ooh, I was hearing no games and I was hearing rebel. Somebody has a masculine coming in for them. They kind of might type. They kind of might type, you guys. There's just like this masculine figure that's kind of like, he's a little off grid. He's giving Aquarius vibes. Like, he's rooted and he's actually traditional. So he might have like he might be like a Taurus, have a Taurus placement, but he might be an Aquarius sun or something like that. So like he grounded, and he's like, he's off grid. He's a rebel. He's I'm hearing daring. Like, he's just like, he walks to the beat of his own drum. He knows who he is, type of thing. So he's non-traditional and traditional at the same time, but he chooses what traditions that he actually give it thought. He's not just a thoughtless NPC out here walking around doing what everyone else does type of vibes. So that provides nuance and freshness in the relationship, the connection, the interactions that you guys are able to share. Also, a lot of us are more attractive than we have ever been, or will be perceived as more attractive than you ever have, or you definitely should, but or you should be feeling more attractive than you ever have. So definitely lean into that. Lean into being more attractive. Lean more into feeling more attractive. Lean more into feeling worthy of allure, worthy of drawing others in. Serves you well. Okay. Then we have, oh yeah, so with the Eight of Wands coming out in the resistant position, it's just like feeling overwhelmed, but a lot of connections are coming in, a lot of positive feedback, inquiries are coming in. On top of that, we have the Chariot card coming out in the choice point position. So the Chariot is like, we only need to show up for ourselves. We only need to show up to receive. And I'm getting this energy of like, you know, when you watch an award show and the celebrity is not able to be there, they're like they might come on a video screen like, oh, you guys, I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there today. Thank you for, you know, nominating me for this award. It means the world to me. Thank you to all my fans, blah, blah, blah. Spiritual team is asking us to actually show up to receive it. They want us to be present. And something about it, again, it's different for our nervous system, is different for our emotional body, our energetic body, our mental body. Yeah. So again, you may have to, like, just when I notice that I'm feeling overwhelmed, I just move slower. Like, just move slower until you find the rhythm, until you find the pace. Don't fall into the, like, getting frantic. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing reputation. This is kind of like the sad part that's coming up, but it's okay. But we have the Tower card that's coming out in the choice point position, and it's kind of like I'm hearing justice. It's kind of like I said earlier, all of our lives we've been overlooked. We may have been overlooked, or people pretended not to see us, or outcasted us, or made us feel like we don't belong or we don't fit in, just for now us to be receiving the complete opposite. And it's kind of like we don't know if we should believe it. There was this part of the message that was like, in some previous messages, like someone meets someone and they are just totally mesmerized by them. So now they start looking at that person funny, like, what's wrong with you? Because nobody else has ever treated me like that. And we talked a little bit about how toxic that is, and to be careful, to be mindful not to be like that, just because you have been mistreated for so long, that when someone genuinely finds interest in you, you think that something is wrong with them. So that's also a part of receiving. But it's breaking down the walls, you guys. I'm hearing dimensions. So, like, there is dimensions or timelines, concepts that we have been experiencing that were very, very real, that are falling, crumbling down, like literally crumbling down. So this is the energy of someone's reputation, someone's identity collectively being dismantled overnight. So again, I'm getting like someone, I don't know, in their community being known for something, and the community recognizing them for whatever they're known for. So I don't know, it's like word of mouth travels fast. And so now all of a sudden overnight, people know them as this go-to person for this thing that they've been working on for years. And it's like going from no traction to all the traction. Yeah, I did see this video of this guy. He created a book, a comic book. He had this whole setup, and someone blessed him by their series was like visiting vendors that has no people visiting them. And he posted a video like waking up to 200,000 new followers, and all these, like, it's just like, he's just like, what? So that's definitely the energy. Just off of that post, people are online like, can we pre-order? So imagine, if you're an entrepreneurial type of spirit, or you've made something and you've put something, you know how much time, energy, and effort it can take into putting in something. So definitely, yeah, this energy. If you have a website, if you are an entrepreneur, if you do have a craft, I feel like you're already at this point, like you've been prepared to receive. Like, you have these things set up, you have your business card, if you're that type of person. But aside from that, again, the mental body, the energy body, the emotional body, kind of being prepared to like really take those things on. So people are going to be inquiring, customers are going to want to buy from you, and spiritual team is asking us to not be so like we were saying at the beginning of the reading, like, oh my gosh, like overly humble about it. We just need to be like, okay, yes, like act like it's normal for you. Act like it's like you don't have to be nonchalant, too cool for school type of thing, but you also don't have to be like, oh, you want to buy something from me? Oh, you see me as worthy? Like that's not serving us. So, okay, love that for us. But yeah, the Tower card is just kind of like I see somebody just being like, and spiritual things like like close your mouth. Don't be so surprised. Don't be so shook. Aw. And then we have the Four of Wands coming out in the choice point position. I'm trying to catch the light. Four of Wands coming out. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm hearing the word empire. So whoever this message is for, you have built an empire in some capacity, whether it's your identity, how you express yourself, how you dress, your personal design, if it's an entrepreneurial thing, if it's your skill set. Somebody has built an empire that is worthy of admiration, and it's coming out in the choice point position. So yeah, just be prepared to be seen for who you truly are. And what's also significant is that everybody is going to be being perceived for who they are, for better, for worse, good or bad. So love that for us. There also has been this energy of like, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I forgot. Let's see. Okay, all the way on the left of the spread, this card had came out. All the way on the left, this card had came out. You guys, in the choice point position, we have the Two of Wands. Here we go. We have the Two of Wands coming out in the choice point position. So if you've been following my reading, spiritual team has been encouraging us to think bigger. So if you want to, you want to be a teacher, imagine yourself, visualize yourself, mentally, emotionally prepare your bodies to see yourself as the professor. You want to be a teacher, spiritual team said to think of yourself as the professor. If you want to be you want a job in construction, see yourself as the the head person in charge or something. Just think steps bigger than what you're actually wanting. If you want to be head of the state, walk like the president. That's the energy. And of course, when I'm saying this, it's like I'm talking to people that actually walk their walk. They have integrity. They're not just aimlessly aspiring for something. They have the grit to follow through on it. Then we have the Eight of Coins coming out of right. So spiritual team is saying that we have been working on our craft. So we're going to be acknowledged as a craftsman for who we are, what we've been working on, whatever it is for you, whether if it's, I was getting also makeup, someone does makeup, someone wears makeup, they have a level of talent that other people like, can you do my makeup? So your craftsmanship will be acknowledged. There's something special about the way you lay foundation or how you prep for the foundation. So people are acknowledging that. So remember, the takeaway is like, don't be overly humble. stand firm and just receive. You don't even have to say anything, just receive. Love that for us, you guys. Angels, guides, ancestors, God source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I have some affirmations in here that I was making for my candle. So I'll just pull a couple of these. My dreams are coming true. My dreams are coming true. I'm allowed to love. I'm allowed to love. I believe in myself. I truly believe in myself. I truly believe in myself. My thoughts have wings. My thoughts have wings. My thoughts have wings. So yeah, you guys, if you are interested in my 7-day ceremonial candle, you can access them by visiting the link that is going to be in the description for on my main channel. So that's going to be hosted through Etsy. So you can visit Day Royale's intention setting store. And I also have some fun activities and free resources available for you guys. That's pretty much it. Bye.